Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Those here at the park, those tuned into our stream.
You, the faithful.
Oh, the faithful. We begin with a prayer. Behold how great it is to be with one another. Hine matov. Hine matov umanai. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanai. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov. Shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanai. 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 Shevet achim gam yachad. Welcome, it's Temple Ner Simcha's Friday night Shabbat. We want to light the Shabbat candle, so if you feel so inclined, please.
Let's go. Let's see. Come on, ladies. Okay. Fiona, wait for Fiona. So we have 3 men left.
I was infiltrated.
All right. Okay, there it goes.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lechad likner shel Shabbat. Amen. Wish each other a Shabbat Shalom. I hope you're all writing in the comments Shabbat Shalom, Benny.
Shabbat shalom. Is that good there? Yeah.
To welcome the Shabbat angels, we join together in Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Yesharet, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Yesharet, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hayay Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Yesharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim. Oh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malchei Shalom, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malchei Shalom, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Hayaya Bochem Shalom, Malache Shalom, Malache Elyon, Mi Melech, Malache Amlachim, O HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu, Ni Shalom, Malache Shalom, Malache Elyon, Mi Melech, Malache Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Baruch Hu, Ni Shalom, Malache Shalom, Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Hayai Bachuni LeShalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, O HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Zeichem LeShalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Zeichem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu, Zeichem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim, O HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I thought we had a little reading here.
Page 6.
Page 6? Oh, amazing. We're going to be on page 5. We'll do a little reading. I get to do the, yeah. Well, I have a page 5, so. To feel your nearness.
I was just trying to speak.
No, we need to do this. Eternal God, whose temple is the whole world and whose dwelling place is the human heart, we know that you are everywhere and that your presence never leaves us. Yet we are thankful for appointed times and chosen places where we come together to turn to you in prayer. Help us to feel your nearness, O God, at this hour and in this place. The week of toil has ended, the day of rest has come, and we pause to reflect on the meaning of our lives, source of all creation. You have given us the blessing of work, so that by our efforts we may fashion things of use and moments of helpfulness. You have also given us the Shabbat for rest, renewal, and sanctification. May the work of our hands and minds be acceptable to you, O Lord, drawing us ever closer to you in truth and in love together. Amen. We welcome in the Shabbat angels. Now we have to welcome in the Shabbat bride. They can't come in together, you know. With Lechado D. La 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 la, Lechado D. La 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 la, Likrat Kala. La 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 la, Pnei Shabbat. Pnei Shabbat Nekabel. La 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 la, Lechado D. La 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 la, Likrat Kala. La 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 la, Pnei Shabbat. Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Shamor v'zachor. Shamor v'zachor. V'dibor echad. Yishmi'anu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad. U'shmo echad. L'shem u'tiferet v'litilo yairai la 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 likrat kala la 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela Mikdash melech Ir melucha Kromitzi Betoch avtecha Rabach shevet Be'emet havecha Ve'u yachmor Halayich hamla La da 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 likat kalam. Da 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 b'nei Shabbat. B'nei Shabbat nekabel. La da 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 lecharodi. La da 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 likat kalam. La 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 b'nei Shabbat. B'nei Shabbat nekabel. Hitoreri. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ore, umi ori, uri, shir daveri, yevot Adonai, alai niglai, ay, la 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 karodi, la 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 likat kalam, la 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 b'nei Shabbat, b'nei Shabbat nekabel, la 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 karodi, la 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 likat kalam, la 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 b'nei Shabbat. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. We rise to face the entrance of our chapel outside to welcome in the Shabbat bride. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha u'tohola toch emunei am segula boi kala boi kala yai rai rai la 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 karodi ya la 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 karodi ya la 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 likat kala da 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 b'nei Shabbat. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. We remain standing as I welcome you to prayer. Lie da 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 da. Lie da 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 da. Lie da 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 da. Lie da 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 da. Lie da 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 da. Lie da 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 da. Lie da 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 da. Lie da 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 da. Barechu et Adonai, Amevorach. Baruch Adonai, Amevorach, Amevorach, Leolam Vaed. Amevorach, Amevorach, Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. Before we say the Shema, we think of Ahavat Olam, all the miracles of the world. And we especially love praying outdoors because we get to visualize these miracles in front of us. How the season changes over just 2 months here. How the grass starts green, starts turning brown. and the cycles all over again every summer. So we take that in before we say the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha V'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol meodecha Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'elech Asher anochi metzavecha Hayom al levavecha Ve'shinantam levanecha Ve'dibartam bam Be'shivtecha b'veitecha ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך, למען תזכרו, ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם. We talk about this next mashup of prayers as our most important prayer of the service. If you pray nothing tonight, we at least pray this. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Roll into dark and lo yisagoy. And if you feel like your prayers don't necessarily have to come with the text, it can just come from hey ho, all your spirituality, all your gumption. We begin with hey ho. Hey yo. Oh, hey yo. Oh, hey yo. Night becomes day and the day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day and the day turns to night. Goy sagoy el goy here. No yilmedu od milchamas. Goy sagoy el goy here. No yilmedu od milchamas. Goy sagoy el goy here. No yilmedu od milchamas. Goy sagoy el goy here. For you may do what you want. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day and the day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day and the day turns to night. But oh, Sukkot, Sukkot, Shlomecha, We continue with the Chatzi Kaddish. Everybody good? On page 13, 14. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabah ve'amad ivrach yirtiv yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uvyon mechon uvchayedecho beit Yisrael Bagala, bagala, uvizmahan kari, v'imeru amen. Yehesh meirav amevora, le'lam olam me'almaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, yitbar v'domam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitala. Shmei lekudisha brechu leila min kol birchata v'shirata. Please rise. Tu shbechata v'nechemata damihiran be'alma imeru amen. We've gotten to the meat of the prayer service, Amidah, which I believe translates to prayer. And in order to be ready for the Amidah, we call Adonai to open our lips, open our eyes to declare His wonders. Adonai, Sfatai Tita. Ufi tehilate echa. Adonai. Sfatai Tita. Ufi Ufiagi tehilate echa. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 Sfatai Tifta. Na 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 Ufi יגיד ופי יגיד תהילתך ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו אלוהי אבותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק אלוהי יעקב האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא אל עליון גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר השדה אבות ומביא גאולה לפני פניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיח ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע מחכה חיים בחסד בחיי מתים ברחמים רבים סומך נופלים ברופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמנת לחיות מתים ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי המתים. You may continue with the prayers of the Amidah or prayers of your heart. We'll rejoin together for a prayer of peace. Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lechol Hashalom Ki Shalom, Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael v'chol ein v'chol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. We invite our holy brother, Matt Gurman, for some words of Torah.
I feel awfully official when I put my glasses on. I never wear them. So I'm going to open up this book here. I have something that Rabbi Barkley sent me, and I'm going to read that, and I'm going to make some comments on my own. Funny, I have in here for moral support. We were just talking about graven images not too long ago, and here I have one of my wife, Kelly. It was on my dashboard, and it fell down, so I put it into this book here. It's kind of a little thing that we do. We've been doing it since we were married. For support, we carry little pictures of each other that we drew around. So, the book of Deuteronomy, Devarim, darkness will become light. We were just singing about that a second ago. I had fallen, I could not have arisen. Had I not sat in darkness, he would not have a light for me. This week's portion is the beginning of the book of Deuteronomy, which is always read immediately prior to the holiday of Tisha B'Av, one of the most difficult holidays to get Jews to observe. Commemorating so many losses, destructions, and pains in our Jewish history, the holiday helps us to emotionally remember the pain we have experienced collectively as Jews. As a result, we get in touch with our own personal pain and tragedies as well. But it's not just about pain, it's about faith. Faith that the pain will transcend into joy, that the darkness will become light through God's compassion and our own personal acts of tshuva. Rabbi Akiva demonstrates his faith in the midst of darkness in our Talmud by laughing as he explores the recently destroyed temple with his colleagues. He has faith that the destruction is a preface for rebuilding an even greater temple. While his colleagues are mired in pain, he chooses to have faith and see a greater outcome in the future. He knows on the deepest level that pain he feels will be better and that light will come to the world again. A few years ago, Rabbi Barkley was at a Friday night service at Camp Hess Kramer and was introduced to Gnome Cat's song Roll Into Darkness, which Benny and I just did a few minutes ago. Roll into darkness, roll into light. Light becomes day, day becomes night. Experiencing these young Jews at Camp Kramer expressing faith in the cycles of the universe moved him deeply. As they sang, he heard the passion of these young people and their commitment in the darkness in the world rolling away. This has now become the staple in our synagogue, combining it as a musical mashup with Ufros Aleinu, praying to God to spread over a covering of peace, and Lo Yisagoy, the prophecy that there will be no longer any war. For many of our community, including myself, it is often the most powerful prayer of the Friday evening service. It is awareness that the darkness of the world will soon shift to light and that God will cover us in peace. And there will come a time with God's help that nations shall no longer learn war. This is a conscious choice of faith that we make. Faith is always a choice. It is an accepted cross cultural truth that inside any person there is always the choice to act based upon faith, not on fear. The more we choose to interact with the world based on fear, the less faith we have in our lives, and we often end up with a crisis of faith. The more we have faith, the more we have that fear dissipate. But now we can be like Rabbi Akiva and embrace that faith. That how can we be like Rabbi Akiva and embrace the faith that things will get better? Observing Tisha B'Av is one of the Jewish answers. By having the courage to go fully into the pain of the holiday, to emotionally remember the experiences that so many losses our people have on that day, the holiday allows us to come through to the other end cleansed, optimistic, and filled with faith. By that time, the high holiday gets here. It will be a better world. Not that it might, but that it will be. Had I not fallen, I could not have arisen. The falling down is guaranteed that I will rise again, and the darkness itself is a promise that light will come. Or we can avoid the pain of the holiday out of fear and getting caught up and remain in the darkness and the pain for an indeterminate amount of time. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. That is the choice of Tisha B'Av offers, to have the faith go through pain and find joy, or to be scared of experiencing it fully and to remain stuck in darkness. This is an old teaching that a child went to his grandfather and said, I feel like there is a bad wolf and a good wolf battling inside me for my soul. Which one will win? The grandfather replies, whichever one you feed the most. I suggest substituting fear and faith for the wolves in this story. Which one will win? Which one shall lead your life into light? The one you feed the most. So this is kind of personal. I have a very personal connection to this without, going into disclosing too much about my own personal life. I suffered some pretty major traumatic events early on as a very young child. And it affected me in ways that it hampered me being able to learn and being able to concentrate. I had anxiety to overcome. There were lifetime battles that I had to engage in, very similar to someone that suffers a trauma in a war. Those things happen, and a lot of times we're not consciously aware of how we're reacting to the way they affect us in our life. But even when we're not making a conscious decision to heal ourselves, there's still healing going on if we have uh, faith and prayer, which I prayed just nonstop as a child. And I had a great amount of devotion. And somehow, through that commitment to just feeling and being okay, I found a path of healing through music. And it's not something that I actively chose, it just became a root in my life that further healing came through. And through it, I've been able to interact and help other people and create other healing. Um, and some of it has been conscious and some of it hasn't been conscious. But my soul was always making a choice to strive for the light, even when I was temporarily stuck in the darkness. I think we all do that at a certain level instinctually. But when you make it a conscious choice, that's what your life is about that healing and bringing light to yourself and bringing light to others, it causes a chain reaction in the way you interact with other people in your life. And situations come into your life that you may not have ever imagined that afford great healing. And if we all consciously did that, can you imagine what kind of world we would live in, what kind of communities we would have, what kind of cities we would have. Um, we'd be striving always to lift each other up. And the things that occur that drag us down really would make us stronger and bond us together. I hope that makes sense. Here's Benny. Thank you. Should I ad lib a little bit? Okay, that story about the two wolves, I heard that in a movie called The Missing with Tommy Lee Jones. Did anybody ever hear that? The Tommy Lee Jones says that. Which one is going to win, the good wolf or the bad wolf? He says the one that feed the most. I like that.
Out of the ruins and rubble, out of the smoke, out of a night of struggle, can we see a ray of hope? Now, maybe now, we'll start learning how we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of men. We may not reach the ending, but we can start. Slowly but surely mending, brick by brick and heart by heart. One pale thin ray, reaching for the day we can build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Oh, we can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but finally a city of man. When your heart is all but shattered, when your faith is all but killed, you can give up bitter and battered, or you can slowly start to build a beautiful city. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Oh, we can build a beautiful city, not a city of angels, but we can build a city of man. A city of man.
Benny is absolutely killing it today. He really is.
The flies are killing me. That's what they're doing. We take this time to speak of some announcements here in the temple and outside of the temple. Anybody have some announcements to share? Mahjong on Thursday.
If anybody register, please register now
For high holidays, we want you to register. It really helps us as most of us know here because we're a lot of those that are working hard for the high holidays. So anybody else, please turn in your packets. Please register online, and we always have a fantastic high holidays at the Canyon Club.
And then Shabbat under the stars next
And
week.
Shabbat under the Stars next Friday, and Rabbi Barclay will be back from the Holy Land, and
But
uh,
if he's not,
if he's not, I'll be here. This is my Holy Land right here, Deerhill Park,
that's right.
and then of course every Friday of August we'll have Shabbat here as well. Matt, anything you want to share?
Just heads up that I have a couple of gigs coming up along with my Saturday and Sunday jazz cruises in Marina del Rey, those brunches. I've got a couple of gigs coming up with the Eric Ekstrand Ensemble, which is some very fine players, some great studio horn players and rhythm section, and folks from the Wrecking Crew will be performing at the Write Off, which is in Studio City, and some other venue I forget the name of in Arcadia, but I'll post it on my website and on my Facebook page if anybody wants to come. They're just one show each, so and they're free.
Okay, it's me, Benny. Some announcements. Every Wednesday, you can still see me at Thai Angel Bar in Thai Town, Koreatown, um, sort of overlapping zone right there on Western and Beverly. I play piano and sing along with a bassist and a drummer, and we play some great songs that I love, songs that you would like, songs that um, I believe need to be heard more often. I never had a place to sing them until here at Thai Angel Bar. So any Wednesday, 9 to 11:30, you can check that out. And if you love Billy Joel and Elton John's music, at the end of August, I will be in Escondido at the California Center of the Arts for a weekend of the Billy Joel and John show called The Piano Men. If you want to make that trek, feel free to. And all of this information, Matt's stuff, my stuff, you go on to the temple website. Meet our clergy. You can find our websites, links to our social media profiles, and find all the gigs. I want to go to Right Off Room, so I'll be looking at mattgurman.com for that. We continue on page 22. We will engage in a couple prayers of prayer for our country and as well for the land of Israel. So, our God and God of our ancestors, we ask your blessings upon our country, upon the leaders of our nation, and of our communities. Inspire all who lead and serve to conduct their affairs honorably. May peace and security, happiness and prosperity, right and freedom abide among us. Unite the inhabitants of our country of all backgrounds and creeds so that we may banish hatred and bigotry, safeguard our noblest ideals, and preserve those institutions which nurture liberty. And your providence be an influence for good throughout the world, helping to unite all peoples in peace and freedom, and bringing closer to fulfillment the visions of your prophets. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, now neither shall they learn war anymore. For the work of righteousness shall be peace, and the effect of righteousness calm and confidence forever. Together we say, Amen. We ask your blessings, O God, for the state of Israel, for the land of Israel, and for the people of Israel. Bless those who defend the land and protect its people. Bless its leaders with wisdom, courage, and dedication. May they be resolute in the face of challenge and unwavering in the pursuit of justice and peace. Israel be a beacon of hope for the oppressed. Fulfill in our day the ancient promise: Zion shall be redeemed through justice, and its inhabitants through righteousness. Together we say, Amen. We join together in Misha Berach. If there's somebody that you are thinking of for a prayer for healing, please think of them now. Say their name out loud, however you wish to dedicate this to them. And we'll join together in Misha Berach. Max Schleicher. Together we'll sing Misha Berach. Misha sheberach avoteinu v'kol habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. Let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu v'kol habracha le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We'll continue together on page 25 with the Kiddush. I will ask you to rise as we sanctify the wine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'yavahu v'ratzon hinilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, kihilyon tehillah lemikra'e kadesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, Ivanu aharta, Yatanu kidashta, Mikol amim, Beshabbat kodshecha, Be'ava uvratzon, Hinotanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim. Chilled. Mhm. We stay standing for the Aleinu, and I will lead us. Oop. It's on the page right next to it. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoye haratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo samchakenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam. V'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notei shamayim ve'yoser haaretz u'moshe yikaro b'shamayim min ma'al u'shi'atu zo v'govhei meromim Eloheinu enod emet malkeinu et fesulato kad katuv b'torato yadata-yom v'hashevota elevavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim mima'al ve'al haaretz מתחת עינוד כתוב בתורתך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא Yeh Adonai Echad, Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo Echad. You may be seated. We join now for the mourner's Kaddish. If you're thinking of somebody in the week of mourning, in the month of mourning, a year of mourning, a yard site, or you just feel like keeping this person in your thoughts, I invite you to say their names aloud as I scan through the crowd. Peggy Hickey, Samastrata. And those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we think of them. As we join together, if it is your custom, you may rise as we say the mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadal shanei rabah, ve'amad yivrach yirtei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon uv'yon mechon, uv'chaye dechol bet Yisrael, ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'imru amen. V'hishmei rabah mavarach le'alam ulalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudisha b'rechu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Aseh shalom b'moma, u'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. V'hi shalom rabba min shemayim v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. As our park tradition goes, on your last page in your Siddur, we have some songs that Rabbi Bartley and I used to sing at summer camp together. We were not in the same cabin, but we prayed together, met there, and became lifelong Jewish brothers. We sing Vayar Elohim, Vayar Elohim, Kol Asher Asa, V'hine Tov Me'od. Vayar Elohim, et Kol Asher Asa, V'hine Tov Me'od. There was evening, there was morning, there was evening, there was morning, Vayerem, Vayiboker, Tov Me'od. Vayerem, Vayiboker, Tov Me'od. We continue with Hashki Venu. Hashki Venu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom, Leshalom. V'ha'amideinu Malkeinu Lechayim. V'osaleinu Sukkot Shlomecha, V'osaleinu Sukkot Shlomecha. Shelter us beneath thy wings, O Adonai.
light. Teach us, oh God, wrong from right. Amen. 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 Just our voices. Amen. 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 Shabbat Shalom. May this be the best Shabbat. Until next week. Thank you for praying with us. We will see you this summer.